Okay, it says I'm live. I thought it was supposed to have an intro.
Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Well, that's my new intro, and evidently I have to manually add it. So, learning a little bit at a time. Not exactly sure why I have one bar of learning a little bit at a time. One bar of internet because I'm the only one home. Nothing else is running. So, hi, Paola. I'm glad you're here. It's rainy today, so I wasn't going to go out into the mud. Hey, Tampa. It's good to see you. Hi, Sandy. Yeah. Hopefully, this little hour or so will cheer me up. I am just bleh. I have, we got solar activity, and my poor head is it's just giving me fits. So, yeah. That I can do. What did the grandson say one day? He goes, Grandma, you laugh more than you talk. And I was like, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. I'm eating these Mexican candy. I spent, that's probably why my head's hurting and I know I'm going to hurt tomorrow. I got fairy lights up in the bedroom. So when baby girl stays, she's got a little extra light. Oh, yeah. I have like 3 boxes, and that's just here. That's not counting stuff I have on the dining room table. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, but yeah. But I put my extra lights up in here, and hey, A, how are you? Trying to figure out how to pronounce that second half. Good job, 4 trash bags. I got 1 bag out of here. I gotta go check because it's garbage day tomorrow. But after this show, I got to put up my card table so I can fix the curtains. So I got them cut. I just got to be able to pin them all and then just run them through the sewing machine. Andy. Oh, that's just easier for me to remember. I have a cousin named Andy, which when I think about it, yeah, that's why a lot of the stuff's got to go out. I've got to tackle. This side's getting better. This side, one second, my microphone out of the way, and the light. That's to tackle next. I got to get it all. Uh-oh. Oh my. I went through a couple of years back and did my nightstand drawer. And it took a few hours. I just took it. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting way better a little bit at a time. I took my nightstand door and I just flipped it in the middle of the floor in the living room. And so I spent the day organizing it into individual baggies. I have a thing for Ziploc baggies. And so I have like controllers in one, jewelry in one, pins. I have I have to go through my drawers because every now and then I end up with a whole bunch of these. My stylus is on my nightstand. Yeah. And then threw away a lot of stuff I forgot I had. And then when you're all done, you clean it up, you put it back, you just break out the vacuum. All the crumbs and dust and stuff just go. But yeah, and I watched several hours of Catfish. That's when we still had TV. So, I have like 3 junk drawers that way. And I was raised awesome. I forgot to put a community post. And since I got people here, I won't go live tomorrow because I have the granddaughter. Keith's paying our youngest $100 to come help clean out the yard, clean out the garage. So she's been harping. She wants to go to the mountains. And since there's no signal, I can't take you guys live. But I'll see if I can at least I got my GoPro in there and facing my front window so I can drive and turn it on and talk to you guys as I go up so you guys can see what my mountain pass looks like. And then I'll do it as a premiere either Friday or Saturday. Oh no. It depends on how much I have to fight with transferring it from the little card to the computer to the iMovie to the yeah. But hey Mary, how are you? Yeah. So I'll try to do that. I was hoping I was going to have a day where they could work in the garage and I'd be left alone. Steven's like, well, I can get out there earlier if I don't have to take Kira to daycare. And I'm like, okay, we'll leave so you guys can get stuff done. Or she'll just want to be out there with Dad all day. So, yeah, I've got to go through these cardboard boxes and get rid of the pot out of here because I don't use that anymore. I used to have one of those terracotta heater things. They do work. But not with a 3-year-old. So I just turn on the oil radiator heater. And I got it too hot in here and I about made myself sick. I mean, it was fine at this level, but when I'm up against the ceiling, it was like, oh, and so now my head hurts. But I'm trying to feel better. So, yeah. Oh, sweet. I need to dig that. Now that the bed's gone, I can actually get to my hook. I got a couple hooks. I got a box somewhere. That's the joy of ADD. I think I have just about everything for crafting. Where's something I did make? Hold on. It's not, well, maybe I was going to show it to you. It's not in here. Just a second. No. Well, who? Well, the idea was good. Somewhere I have a, oh, hold on. This was my attempt at crocheting. It's not exactly even, but I don't know. So in Ireland, it's okay. I don't have my phone on. So, but yeah, Might have to just close it out and restart it. But that's my attempt. Somewhere I have something of this same material. Yeah, it's from. Oh, mine just has fits. It's for my tarot cards. That needs to be silk, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try." I've got a. Oh, me too. Purple is my favorite color. Purple and this hunter green are my two favorite colors. So yeah, and if you guys, when this is done, if you want to go back to the very beginning, a couple of seconds in before I realized I have to push my own intro. It doesn't automatically do it for me, but I have a little like 10-second intro, and I welcome you all to Miss Dragon's Menagerie because oh yeah, pearls everything. That's perfect. Yeah, because everybody's welcome. Nobody, no matter what you are, who you are, don't care, don't give a shit. Everyone's welcome. So I grew up in every house that we had. Mother painted it yellow. So a yellow kitchen, that is. I like yellow, but oh, not first thing in the morning when you turn the light on in the kitchen and you're blinded by bright yellow. Oh, good Lord. I was at Stevens. It's on the Stevens Canyon Road going to Rainier. And it's by Nickel Creek. I can't think of the rest area. But I'm standing there looking up the creek towards Rainier, and I made the comment, I hate yellow. And I was talking about my kitchen growing up, and I looked over and there was an Asian guy standing next to me, and he just looked at me. I said, no, my kitchen. I grew up with yellow kitchens everywhere we moved. I was like, I walked away and I was like, oh, good job. Good job. So, oh, awesome. I love having you guys here. I'm getting better at not being so shy and awkward. I mean, it's getting easier and it's fun. Now I can see why people like to do this all the time. Except if I did this all the time, I wouldn't get squat done. That's why I've got to take breaks, because like if I got today, I didn't exercise, and I think that's part of my problem. But I wanted to get these lights up. Yeah. God, not you should see me. Well, if you were actually in the room with me, I'd be a crack up. So that's how I'm one of these people that if I get nervous or I get anxious, I just start laughing. Or if it gets too awkward, I'll just start laughing. So yes, the laundry folding circle. Oh man, I've got some in the washing machine right now. And hopefully the shirts that little girl has got the food out of them. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with food on clothes besides my own. Sometimes the eating, the hand to mouth it just doesn't work some days. And then I'll look at myself like, is this my future? Is this what I'm going to do? So, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I've still got to put mine in the dryer. Good old ADHD. Gets washed and rewashed and rewashed if you forget it overnight, because it smells like must. But this is only just finished a little bit ago. But, yeah, that's today's project, was this, getting these lights up. And tomorrow my neck's going to hurt. My back's going to hurt. But I'm going to have a little girl who's going to keep me occupied, because she keeps wanting to go to the mountains. So, you'll probably, You'll probably hear her in the background when I'm driving, because now that she's got tubes in her ears, she can hear. I guess the doctor said she was like she was underwater. That's how she heard things. And so now she just talks up a storm. There's no keeping her quiet. No. But I'll tell you one thing. She did say loud and clear, and I've got it on my cell phone, playing with the Duplos, putting them together. She went, "Oh shit." And I'm like, and that's the exact tone I use. I realized that when I was with the daycare kids and I missed the turn and I went, "Oh shit." And I was like, "It's me." She picked it up for me. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not good at ironing. I mean, I can if I have to. That's an idea. Most of mine I just drape my wet shirts, some of these, if they're cotton, over the pile of dry clothes and let them dry that way. I finally have an ironing board. For years, I had those little tabletop ones, and they look like the kids thought they were a little mini surfboard to play on when they were younger because they had like legs this tall. And my ironing board, which I have, where is my ironing? I hope it's in the garage. I have a antique ironing board that has, most of my t-shirts are cotton, but most of these are that silky rayon lazy comfort clothes. But this has a metal spot for your iron, so if it falls down, it's not going to burn through your clothes. And I had originally bought it because someone had taken one of those, sanded it down really smooth, and did toll painting on top and kind of made it like a buffet table thing. I was like, well, that's really cool. That's a really good idea. Oh, I've got a Bissell little steam shot, whatever it is. It's green and it's got a hose and it fills your water, and it's great, especially for like in the corners after so many years of mopping in the corners. You have to steam it out and scrape it out, and it's really nice. But what'd you do, Snickers? Did we? At least she just peed. It won't stink up my room while I wait. You want in the window? You want in the window? She's not small. She is not basket size. Come on. Here you go. In the window. Yeah. She is not basket size at all. Yeah. Right now, I think I'd be bit. This is the one who put me in the hospital. She put me in the hospital. So, yeah. And those claws. Did you hear that? Oh, my microphone's over here. Did you hear that? Thump. She sits down in front of the bathroom door if it's shut, and I can hear the floor squeak. She's that big. So, where is she? Oh, she's just behind me. She's laying by the heater. Now this stuff, I need to get one of those plastic things you put on the carpet, or I'm gonna end up ruining the carpet. Yeah. She's she's a definite squish kitty. Her belly is so soft, and she hates it though. You pick her up, you play with her belly, and she gets mad. Oh, she gets mad. But she didn't have siblings, raised with siblings, to learn how to play as a cat or to actually be a cat. All she had was dogs. I've had her since she was 2 days old. The bottle feed her every 2 hours. That was fun. Wipe her butt so she'd pee and poop. That's where a lot of people make a mistake, if they take in a small cat of just a, tiny thing that just born, if you don't wipe their butt, they will not pee or poop and it will kill them. Usually their mother licks their butt, but I love my cat, but no, not that much. No. No, she's still got the litter box there, but little mama is going out more and more, so she's wandering the house more. She's not pinned into the living room, bedroom area. So, yeah. So if she poops, it immediately gets flushed and down the toilet because if not, this room would be unbearable. Yeah. So she's getting better. Little mama's not such a dinkus. Mama's a bully. She wants attention 24/7. She wants to be brushed 24/7. She's a long hair, so it's a good thing she likes being brushed. But if I go by, the other day she bit my leg. I mean, she just nommed me, but it was like, you're not petting me. Put her teeth on my leg, like, pay attention to me. I'm like, yeah, cat, thanks. No, my pants, don't. We're good there. So, yeah, I've got 3 inside, basically. 2 long hairs in my tortie. And I've got a big, huge orange Tom. He comes in every couple of days wanting food, and then he's gone again. Nice cat. I heal him up when he's been. I don't know if I could handle 4 kids. And then he's gone again. And then, he'll come back a few days later and meow at the front door very loud. And the minute I open it, he walks right into the house like he owns it. So, 4 kids. Oh my God. My mother's cousin who just passed away, Covita, she had 17. I was like, oh my goodness. She was a teacher. She became a principal at one of the schools in the Lower Valley. And I was just like, that's amazing. I could barely function when I had 2. They were both boys. So I've seen more spiders and snakes than I ever want to see in my life now. Because it was like, come here, mom, come look at this. Come look at this. I'm like, oh, what am I looking at now? So I love it when they'd find the please. Oh, good, you're just pruning. I'm like, please don't throw up on the floor again. She did that yesterday. And this is why I have a can of carpet cleaner in this room. Salamanders. They'd find salamanders in the water boxes. And, of course, I'd have to come look at them. It's like, thank you. But yeah. I told my OB, I said, I come from a large Catholic family of 2, and I want to carry on that tradition. When I told him, when I was going in for my second, to have tubal, I said, just give me my tubes, I'll be done, finished, So he did. Back then, I was 25. There's no argument saying that, well, you're too young. You might want kids later on. Oh, hell no. Everybody, a lot of people think that your pregnancy is just so wonderful. It's great. I was sicker than a dog. Ah, yeah. That's odd. You should have at least got one because this is the first thing I've put out today. So far, yeah. But me and pregnancy just did not get along. I mean, everybody's like, oh, it's a wonderful time. No, it's not. Not when you're throwing up. You're throwing up in the bathroom. And you have some old lady asking you if you're okay, and you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm just pregnant. And she laughs and says, okay, that's all right. And then leaves. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you can just get it to me when they're about 1.5, 2, skip all that stuff beforehand, I'll be great. They're fun at that age. That's when they start getting fun. They stop getting fun about 12 and 13. That's when you want to strangle them. And then by the time they're 18 or so, they start getting fun again. So, yeah. I've had an experience of, well, she's now 8, 2 months to 8 years old so far. And then the daughter from about 18 now to she's what, 32, 33. So I've had those two. I've dealt with that, but I haven't dealt with the teenage years, and I'm worried when the 8-year-old gets to that point, she's going to be very, very opinionated. She already is, and that's my fault. Yeah, Nana taught her to be, do no harm but take no shit. So it was to the point she told her eye therapist that this is the way we are going to run therapy. And the eye therapist was like, no, honey, I went to school. This is how we're going to run therapy. So I'm like, oh, I did that because I had her. There's for a while there, I was having her 11 hours out of the day. So there was a lot of influence from grandma here. But I am feeling better. It's so nice just having, you guys, I had something to look forward to while I was doing this. I kept checking the time, going, okay, how much time do I got? How much time do I got? Oh, I know. Even numbers are good. I like, one for each parent to deal with. You put the parents in the middle and the kids on each end. They can, so that way they're not fighting or touching each other or, or in their early 20s, picking each other up off the ground in Walmart. Going, I'm listening to them fight behind me, and I'm like, Nathan, leave your brother alone. Because Nathan's the oldest. I turn around and Steven, who is 6'2", Nathan's 5'11", has Nathan up off the floor. He's got his feet up off the floor, and I'm like, put your brother down. Oh. Yeah. Tell, you don't hit first, but if you get hit, I have no problems you hitting back. So do no harm but take no shit. I think I actually have that. I might actually have that as a t-shirt that I got from the bestpoliticalshirts.com, the We Are Change t-shirt shop. That's pretty much almost all my closet is t-shirts from We Are Change. I usually get a new one every 2 weeks. And they say, lazy activism, because I have stuff like a t-shirt that says no slaves, no masters. Let's see, it's another one. The little weasel doctor, that said his name lied and people died. And what do I got? One of my favorites is, it's a pie chart. It's a pie chart. A tiny sliver says, what we know, we know. And another tiny sliver of, what we know, we don't know. And the rest of it is, what we don't know, we don't know. So, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. And because we don't know it, we don't even realize we don't know it. And I've never worn this one because it came a little big, because I like them kind of big, so when they shrink, if the daughter throws all my clothes into the dryer. It's got a cage with a bird, and it said something like, caged mind is never free. I'm like, yeah. And amazingly enough, the age of people that come up and talk to me when I have those on are boomers. Basically the old hippies. They're not, you think the youth aren't as obstinate as we were. They told us Gen X, do this. We're like, yeah, no. We ain't gonna do that. I left and I came back. And who was it? I got a Bill Hicks t-shirt from We Are Change. And no, he's not Alex Jones. No. I've seen people say that. Oh, well, I swear Alex Jones is just used to be Bill Hicks. I'm like, no, age doesn't work. Bill's dead. But yeah, I am starting to feel better. Just getting into a better mood, which helps my head feel better. No daycare kids today. Eventually, I've got to got to run to the post office. I hate the fact, it's terrible to say, I shouldn't say that. I dislike the fact that Amazon now has all my crap going to the post office. I liked it when it was just UPS. I didn't ever have to leave. Sure, it's about 5 blocks away, but I have to leave the house. The t-shirts from the air. I'll have to look into that. And that reminds me, I need to look at, see what Shirt Punch has got. Sometimes Shirt Punch will have the limited runs on t-shirts and you can catch them for like 13 bucks. I've got, the one it's a Boba Fett t-shirt, but it's got the design like James Bond used to have. So it's like Fett 007 or something like that. And then sometimes you'll get a surprise t-shirt, and I've got my surprise t-shirt was Montoya, Enigmo from The Princess Bride. And it just says on top, hello. And that's all it says. Okay. I've been trying to think of t-shirts to put up here. One of them I want to do, and it's Grass John. I forget what his name is now here on YouTube. Question the answers. And that's all it is. Just I've made myself one like that, and just says question the answers. And that's something everybody should do. Is it Shopify? I guess does t-shirts, and they're not too expensive, and I just got to come up with some designs. I mean, I've got stuff here. I've done screen printing, but I think I had to get new ink because I haven't used it for about 2 years. And yeah. I'll remind you in the mod chat to tell me where that is again, because this will be gone and my brain will forget it. So yeah. Welcome to my little menagerie. Everybody is welcome, no matter what you are. And I didn't get it recorded because I was doing this. A quick video about how Gen X, we loved everybody. We had no problems with our neighbors. As long as you were cool, you weren't an asshole, and you weren't going to rat us out when we were doing stuff we weren't supposed to be doing. But they saw our generation getting a little older and more loving and accepting, and God forbid, we teach that to the youth, that they have to put in stuff to keep people button heads and divided before we all get together and go after them. So I was raised an only child, an oldest child. but I have an older half sister who was raised by grandma, and had 4 down to 3 younger brothers. Uh, the youngest one died when he was like a year and a half on an accident. So I'm like the oldest child, but my oldest of my brothers was raised the oldest child. So the two of us are a lot alike. We both think the world revolves around us. I was, you know, you get a spoiled. When I was younger, this is before her problems started surfacing, and then I was the one she took it out on. I lived in Walport, Oregon. That's right there on the beach. There's beach, freeway, small town, mountains. And then we moved to Sweet Home, which is in the mountains in Oregon. My dad got me a sandbox and puts, stand you get from Home Depot or wherever, probably Copeland Lumber back then. And I pitched a fit because it wasn't sea sand. So he had to go, it's about maybe a 2-hour drive between Walport and Sweet Home, and get a pickup load of ocean sand for my sandbox. Yeah. Yep. The middle children never back-to-back seizures. Yeah. The oldest child. We also had a lot of responsibilities. Here, take care of your brother while we're gone. It's like, dude, I'm 8. He's 4. Yeah. I'm a Virgo. I forget what somewhere there's a picture of whatever my chart looks like, because I don't know exactly when I was born. I need to find that paper so I can get a money order, so I can get my white paper from the state of what time I was born and how much I weighed. I mean, I think I weighed like 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Mama didn't remember. She was like somewhere around noon. So I can't get a really accurate chart. I'll definitely want to go look at that. I have a thing for t-shirts. T-shirts are these. I mean, these things can come with graphics. I'd probably wear them too. I've got a tank top and a t-shirt that says the same thing, and I love it. Awesome, Andy. Yeah, we start out pretty healthy. Size-wise, we start out pretty healthy. What do you call and it says, that which does not kill me should run. And I'm like, yeah, that's fitting. Since I'm Norwegian, 25% Norwegian. So yeah, sometimes my ancestors were brutal. So I stayed that size. I didn't get much taller. But I did not stay 8'6" for very long. By the time I was 3 months old, I was 25 pounds. I had colic really bad, and the only way to keep me quiet when I was awake was feed me. So yeah, they had me on phenobarbital, I think it was. I saw the paperwork, and then I don't know if I kept it or not when I went through her crap. But yeah, they put me on a downer just to, I guess, to keep me calm, so I wasn't screaming continually. Oh, my oldest had colic too, and I just put him on top of the dryer in his car seat, and oh, good God, I need to get down to 150 pounds. I would like to get back to that at least. The dryer had a lip on the end. It's one of them old ones that just had the single knob, and I'd do my laundry and dry my clothes, and he'd sleep on top of there like it was like a car ride. And I'd get stuff done, and he'd be in the laundry room. I could see him, but it was funny. It was like the only time I could get anything done was, or he was right there with me taking everything up. I'd fold clothes, he'd unfold them. I'm finding weird stuff in this room. Yeah. So I'd put my kid on top of the dryer and start. I was 22. I didn't know much. Can't put them on now. But yeah, I'd like to get down to 150 again, at least. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's like my legs are really muscular. My legs they're thanks to the Ring Fit Adventure, where you fight fantasy monsters with exercise. I've got my legs into damn good shape, and my arms aren't too bad for being 60, almost 60. I'm 58 this year. 58 this year. Yuck. So it's not too bad. Oh. As a baby, my two sisters were my mother's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were the youngest. I mean, sometimes it has its advantages, but then sometimes it's lonely too. Oh, I know. My basket is terrible. It's just like, then I'll dump my basket onto the couch. And when it gets too high and it starts to fall off, it's just like, yeah, it's time to fold. Now, these things just go, I've got those over the door things with like hooks, and I just hang them on there so I can just decide whatever I'm going to wear. I have like 30 of them. So, yeah. My Keith's oldest brother is 20 years older than he is. And it's interesting that I have a brother-in-law that's the same age as my birth father. So, yeah. It's kind of strange, like, because I don't know my birth father. Talked to him twice. We were both drunk. So, I got the joy of talking to the dog once. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting because I'm looking at him going, he's my father's age, but he's my brother-in-law. But his mom had her first two when she was relatively young, and then divorced, and then married his dad, and then had 4 more. So, yeah. Yeah, he didn't even know I existed until I was 35. Oh, yeah. At that age spread, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, he didn't know I existed till I was 35. His words were, I thought I heard Molly was pregnant, but she took off. She just left the town, so yeah, he didn't know. So, and evidently, me and my sister's baby pictures look a lot alike. So, oh, that sounds so good. I haven't had ice cream in a while. And one of the ingredients I pick up in the Ring Fit to make smoothies, to help fight the monsters is vanilla ice cream. And I'm like, I should have ice cream. And then I never think to get it. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, I'm still working on keeping hubby's diet and his weight loss going. They're going to give him the surgery because he keeps going down. So by the time they get through all the hoops, the CAT scans and whatever, he'll probably be closer to what the surgeon would like at that point. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of treats unless it's my idea of a treat is Mexican candy. That's the stuff that's coated with chili powders, like these things. Yeah, let's show it. Yeah, there we go. There's the title. Yeah, that dropped it right out. But that's all chili powder. And then there's a gooey center. And it is, oh, geez. Hold on. You really can't see that's just the goo. This is all chili powder. Everywhere I go, no matter what, I always have to have the fish and chips or something seafood. There's places, there's a couple of places that their fish is, you can't eat it. But and if I don't do that, I'll have breakfast. The place that I'm not a fan of their fish, I like their breakfast. But stuff's so good. Yeah, my mouth's starting to burn. But it's one of those things. It's like eating jalapeno Cheetos. You keep going back until your mouth says, "No, we're not doing this right now." If I could afford it, I'd be pescatarian. And but cod, I love cod. I can sit there and eat about a pound of cod in one sitting without the breading. Just bake it with some mayonnaise and some dill weed. What's Arthur's Teachers? I live in a tiny, tiny town. And I mean tiny. We got like 1,500 people in here. So we don't have much. We don't even have a bar. We don't have any stoplights. No, and I don't even think the light above by the fire station works anymore. So I don't get out, as they said in Independence Day. Brett Spinner did. They don't let us out much. Yeah, my idea of going out is shopping every 2 weeks, grocery shopping. But tomorrow, I have to go grocery shopping Saturday because it's all day for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with the daycare kids, and he's turning 13, and he's already starting to eat me and his folks at a house and home. So yeah, constant. Just and he's in track, so he's always hungry. Right now they're on a kick of graham crackers. Those are cheap, but I got to get something for lunch. Not for one of the days I'll make spaghetti because I know. Oh, that would be good. We used to have and it was the last of the Sea Galley stores, restaurants. And when they closed, the guy who managed it bought it and kept it as a Sea Galley till just a few months back when a lot of the property it sat on got sold. And he didn't find out till after the property got sold. So they tore it down. I always wondered what happened to those big floats, Japanese floats. They used to have those in there. I understand, Seventh. You don't want to eat. You have to force yourself to eat. I lost a few pounds. I definitely didn't gain any weight over Christmas. Yeah. I'm closer to 5'3" now than I was the 5'4 3/4 I started out as when I stopped growing. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Not quite to that extreme, but I understand. The not want you're not hungry. Nothing sounds good. I can go from oh yeah. I can go from smiling, laughing, and if I go in like the laundry room where nobody's around, nobody can hear me. It's just the biggest sigh comes out of me and set my forehead against the cold door and yeah. But so for Keith's birthday, his childhood friend sent him a text, "Happy birthday!" And Brenda's celebration of life is going to be on such and such date. And Keith goes, "That's probably going to be birthdays from now on. You're going to get your birthday greeting and also with we have a funeral to go to." Seventh knows I love him. He's got that sense of humor that I need. That sarcastic asshole humor. Because I don't have that now. So, yeah. So where was I before? And it's gone. And that's why I call it Thursdays with an ADHD housewife. I forgot what it was. Not a clue. Not a clue. But anyone have any exciting plans for this weekend? I've tried the intermittent fasting, tried from not eating till like after I exercise, but there's some mornings I wake up and it's just like my body's like, you're gonna eat now or you're gonna throw up. I've tried it, and I think part of that is left over from the anorexia and the bulimia. So packing. Yep. What was it? Yeah. I was still laughing when I went back to that picture of that AI generated picture of me, and it was funny. If that's what you want to call him, native and native, that's fine. Yeah. Oh my back. One of these days I need to get a decent gaming chair. But instead of my bright pink mesh one. So oh yeah, one of the first sentences I remember as a child was, "Walt, quit being so sarcastic." So yeah, I grew up with sarcasm from my dad. So God, just make me want ice cream. I don't even need to eat the ice cream. I can just slather it on my hips and just it'll go straight there anyway. Oh, I had those green things from McDonald's. I've just got the old set, but hold on. I've just got the old Rider Waite set. I don't know if y'all can see him with the. But yeah, just these same old cards that the typical cards you see. Yeah, Shamrock Shake. That was disgusting. My favorite, and I don't remember how to use them, but they're absolutely stunning. Is my oh, I got teased. Can you imagine having a name like Chrissy? What do you think rhymes with that? I didn't crochet this one. A friend of mine did, and I wish I could find her again. I found her, someone I had met on AOL. Jesus, it had to be in the early 90s. She made me a cloth, and she made this, and then she made me a cloth out of this with a spider in it. But it's like, these are, I don't have a box. The Fairy Oracle cards from Brian Froud. He himself is that face. But they're really neat. And I've got a book. I'm thinking, but he's got some really cool cards in here. Trying to find something. Well, like here's his version of death. And then this is so cute. The maid. It's adorable. So, and then there's the fairy godmother. So, yeah. I don't use them, as I forgot how. It was a class I took at was it Witch School Online, which I am a lifetime member. I did that years ago. I've got binders and binders of classes and took, and yeah, passed to get so far, and herbalism classes. It's one of those class I have to write it out because I want to show people on the lemon chakra cleanse where you visualize. I need to write it out because it's really, really cool, and I don't know which class that was in. So, oh, that sounds neat. That sounds cool. That's where I'm before the doctor. In pain chats? This would kind of qualify because there's several of us who are in pain in this chat. Amazon. I miss bookstores. We had wasn't a Barnes and Nobles. Borders. huge border store, one of the top selling stores in the country, and they closed it. What brought in one of the top. Their store made some of the top dollars for all their stores. Oh, that's neat. And what's nice is she understood. She knew what was going on. Yeah, same here. My grocery store that has any sort of decent food and a small variety is 3 miles away. So I didn't either. Because I get honestly, people ask me, how are you doing? And especially Keith will ask me, he'll hear me sigh. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Because they don't, if I were to tell them every ache and pain, I'd be put on a shelf and not allowed to do anything. So I just say I'm fine. A lot of the times, when I do a heavy sigh, it's to see how much lung capacity, how bad my back hurts. I could take a deep breath and I know exactly which points are bothering me, and I usually have to throw myself forward to pop my back. Uh, because I'm short, short legs, long body. I can just knees locked. I can palm the floor and then some, and bend my elbows. I'm that short, so I pop my back that way. Yeah, 20 miles to get milk. That's like me going to Costco. Wow. I mean, I could go down the hill and get milk from the gas station, but I don't want to. I don't drink much milk anyway. I have to go out back and milk the cows. Oh man, that's some of the best milk there is. Fresh cow milk is, mm, even when it's still just the slightest bit warm, it's wonderful. I wish to God I could get raw milk. Um, yeah, it's a 17-mile drive for me to go to a Walmart, 20 miles for a Costco. So, mm, yeah, yeah, she'll always be there. Just keep your eyes open. You'll see it. Maine is a bullish state. I have I got a friend that I've known here online for God knows YouTube how many years. He's in Maine, something China. I forget exactly. Yeah, his he one of his channels is Radical Ralph Russo. I used to love going into his lives in the mornings, but as the baby got older, I was like yeah, I know the pain shivers. I also know the walking around in circles too, not being able to do anything. Um his language was a little spicy, for a 2-year-old. But Ralph's a kick in the pants. Ralph's hilarious. And yeah, he's in Maine. Um, that's seventh. Once I get Bradley's ashes. there's a Mjolnir that has ashes, has an urn for ashes. And then once I get them, I take the time to get out my frustration, put some of them into my mortar and pestle, and grind them really fine. They're going into a tattoo. And it's going to go, night, sweetheart. Love you. Yeah, definitely get some rest. You were busy today. But it's going to go, I don't know if y'all can see it here. Cover up that. So the bottom will be black, and then it'll be Volknut with the runic letter B in it. All my love, Miss Dragon. And so then, when I'm feeling bad, I can just put it up against my heart and hug myself. So, yeah, I gotta have the time to get down there. I thought, because I wanted to get down there before we went in April to the cabin. I'm not gonna have time. And then my brother wants to see me in April, my oldest of my younger brothers. And I forgot I'm going to be gone in April. April 12th. They live in, I think, Wallace, Idaho. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do with some of Bradley. And I'm going to sprinkle him on most of my trails that I walk regularly. And then someone's going, probably going to go in here. Mama's in the living room right now. And then I'm going to give him, he didn't have a will. I knew what he wanted done with the ashes. He wanted them sprinkled along the gorge. And good night, Andy. If you're going night, unless you're just saying good night to Hope. He wanted them sprinkled in the Columbia Gorge, like by Moses Lake, the Gorge Amphitheater. It's really pretty out there. He spent a lot of time out there with his dad and stuff. And since there was no will, nobody knows. Larry gave a good chunk to me and Chris. And then the rest is going to be by his mom. And oh, wow. That would be nice, but hopefully you can do it, because it's another reason I would love to get off the hydrocodone. I just wonder what it's doing to my system. Those are very, very long days. Good night. Rest well, Andy. Have a grand rising. But because I had told him years back when he let me know what he wanted done with his ashes, I said, well, I said, I'll do it. I'll be the one to give you your last blowjob right off the cliff. So, I probably won't go live again, Andy, till Monday or Tuesday. Monday, if I can get the kids to not squirrel around too much while we're at the Arboretum. They want to go to the Arboretum. So, that's awesome. Yeah, I have an adopted brother that I was raised with. And he's 6'4", 4 years old, 4 years younger. I learned to hit him and run when we were younger. So I'm gonna put him a whole bunch of different places so I can talk to him while I'm hiking and keep him in here, because I don't think, Keith liked him. He adored him. His attitude was, when I die, you two go off and become camp hosts. because I wanted to be a camp host. Bradley wanted to be a camp host. And so, it's like, okay, that's fine. But I don't know how comfortable he would be with Bradley's ashes in the bedroom with us. So, hey, Kelly, how are you? That had to be pretty. Is stuff getting in bloom where you guys are at? I think the magnolias should be close to being in bloom by Monday. So, but yeah, I got to find a nice little box for him so I can put him into this little box and tape him shut. I don't need the kids knocking him over. I already had the 8-year-old, the redhead. She got syrup down Mama's box. It didn't sound right. Her little box they put her in. And yeah, there was syrup running down the side, and I'm like, oh God. We had to clean her up, and I told Carly, I said, pay attention to the syrup from your waffles go. But got her all cleaned up, and she'll hold fabric for me here later today. Ooh, that'd be pretty. I don't have any flowers really at this house. The last house had so many flowers. It was south facing, so I had a gazillion flowers to the point where people who lived nearby expected the house to look a certain way. I was so burnt out by taking care of my yard and flowers, and this is north facing. I've got hostas and hydrangeas, and that's about it, and that's enough. So but my excitement for the weekend hopefully is organization. I got to get boxes. I have to get boxes this weekend when I go get daycare food I've got, when you're ADD and you get hyper focused and you get everything for a craft and then you don't use it, or you use it once or twice. I have solder, a nice soldering iron up there. I have the wood burning, the two types, the weird little wires, and then just the solid pins. And I need to get them and then my nail Dremel's up there, and I need to. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah. So I can stack them so I have more space. So. Oh yeah, I caught the very end of it. Yes, I was able to catch the end because the daycare kids left. So, yeah. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, that's pretty. And it sits right there, right at your heart. Yeah. That is pretty. Yes. Yes, they did laugh. Until you. I haven't. So I almost cried the other day for my adoptive mother, and then I was like, no. She chose it. She could have been here. Yeah. Organized chaos. That's my life. That's my life. Organized chaos. But yeah. Kelly, go to the beginning when this is over, which will probably be here in a couple more minutes. I put up an intro. I've kind of figured out an intro. not a countdown intro, but just like a, welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. And I made a dragon in the AI night cafe art. So, yeah. I can't get one to fit as my banner for YouTube. So, that stinks. But I at least got it for here. And hopefully after next month, when I have the kids at least all day, that'll pay for a year's worth of StreamYard. So it's fine. I mean, nothing to be sorry about. We're to the age that we just don't care anymore, huh? It's just, that was easy, quick, easy. You didn't have to check your shirt. You didn't have to worry about crumbs, nothing. So, yeah. Oh, and they got more snow coming. I like snow too, but I like it in the mountains. We had so much snow, and I went to the cabin last year in April. We had to park above it and walk down because it's down by the river. There's the road by the bridge over the river is built up. So we had to truck all that stuff, the ice and snow, down to the cabin and back when we left. So that's another thing I'm going to do. I won't get to go down there. But when I take my drive and I talk to you guys on my drive so I can make it as a premiere, I'll give you a rough idea of what it looks like over there and what the river looks like. And it should be running pretty good now. There was one year there was so much snow there that they piled snow up for the driveway. Well, I could skim off the top and get all the pine needles and the pieces of moss off of it, and enough that I could boil down in the house, bring snow in the house, boil it down, turn it into wash water. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. My body loves the cold and it loves the hot. It's, I guess, genetically predisposed. When a quarter of you is Norwegian and a quarter of you is Yaqui Indian from Southwest America, Northwest Mexico, you know. But that was funny. That was funny. I like it. I'm also a bit of a smartass. I grew up. It's funny because Tommy this morning, I didn't even pay attention to what color his shirt was. Because I was too busy putting on makeup that, I wasn't really paying attention. I was listening and reading more than I was looking at him. And someone said something about a green shirt, and I was like, really? We're both in green today. But I was only concerned if it matched my flower pants. That's what I wanted it to make sure my pants and shirt matched somewhat together. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not going to show it. I'll be polite and not show it. Because like Tommy said, we're like on the same weird frequency. Say some similar things. Had similar. We both grew up with Steve Martin. Comedy, that was the thing. I mean, just we had a lot of similarities from two opposite ends of the country. I mean, so it's just. I told him years ago. I said, I'm Johnny's age. So I said, yeah, think of me like an older sister. I'm like your brother Johnny's age. I mean, so I mean, me and Johnny have the same hair color. So, but the sun looks like it's going bye-bye. I liked it when I still got to put my mess together for the week. There goes an hour. And I'm not going to be able to have my back to the nice warm sunshine in the window. If you guys want to, before I leave, I'll put it up, show it if you guys want to. Just yay or nay. Just let me know. I mean, it's easier for you too as a guy to do that. If I did that, I'd be immediately booted off of YouTube. They'd be like going, "You're an old lady." No, we don't do this. You have to be like 20 for us to do this. So, yeah, if they tell me in the chat, yeah, I speak 2 languages, English and fluent sarcasm. That's what got me through life, because it was that or be brutally honest, and a lot of people don't like that. It's like I used to laugh. It's like, let's see if I get it back up. If I get it. No, not send. No. That's our 7th. So it'll show up. That beards came in and the hairs came in quite a bit. I had to get used to that picture of you for a while there without a beard. So because you and Alan looked a lot alike without my reading glasses on. I wasn't sure at first too when the little tiny circle of who I was talking to. So it should show up since there's this lag. We shall find out. But yeah, I mean, soon enough, this will be replaced with one off of Etsy that carries a good size amount. Because I was one of the last people he had in his life. It's probably one of the last 5, if not me and his dad. So, oh, he is. Oh, I agree. He is. But I do prefer him with the beard. Yeah. Oh, they're getting off work next door. I just love it at midnight when someone's in their car blaring music. So I've been on here close to an hour and a half. I probably should get off and move around. My poor body's just gonna scream at me. And I got to get that card table in here so I can figure out and pin it all so I can sew up the curtains real fast. Hi, Luna. I'm not going to be on much longer, sweetheart. Oh, does he? Oh, awesome. I do like beards. Both my boys have beards. If you go back. Okay, I'll hang out for a little bit longer. But I'll let hubby know I'm live. I will let him know I'm live. I'll text you when I'm done with my live. So there we go. Yeah, my voice to text doesn't work so good. Or maybe it's my accent or lack of accent.
Um, hey, Brett, how are you doing today? You've been in my prayers. I said, I'll text. It came out instead of live, it said life. I'm like, I'll text you when I'm done with my life. And I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, that wouldn't sound good. Yeah. I'll hang out for about another 10 minutes. And then I've got to get stuff done. It's like typical day. And I didn't do it today because I had to get my lights up. But I get up, exercise, get up at 9:30 because Princess likes to sleep. Get up, exercise, get ready, put on my war paint, get in a small video or two, and then I go live. And then after this is when I got to get the rest of my housework done. So, oh, good. I'm glad she's better. And main girl, fix dinner for me too, because I don't know what my dinner is going to be. Oh, wait, I do. Breakfast for dinner, because I got a can of sausage gravy I got to open up and vacuum seal and freeze. That's what dinner's going to be tonight. That's right. Oh, I didn't exercise today. I can't have extras. So then my life start getting stuff done after this. This is why I can't do it every day like a lot of people do, because no housework will get done. I've got glassware from candles that's been in my sink for a week. I washed all my other dishes and think, okay, I'm gonna spend time and get to these, make sure all the labels are gone and whatnot, so I can reuse them. And I just keep resoaking them and resoaking them. So, oh, guacamole. That reminds me. I got avocados. I've got to. Oh, wonderful. Good, Brett. Good. That'll cheer her up too. My guacamole is. Thank you. Thank you. I think part of it's lighting. Is it's not typical. No, don't hate me. I along with my lettuce, tomato, and onion, I do a little bit of mayonnaise and some seasoning salt. Oh, that's good. That's wonderful. Well, as she should be, because Brett came out very nice. Yeah, I put a little bit of mayonnaise in my guacamole. And there's people who do not like avocados will eat this. They think it's great. Yeah, it's fattening. You know, the health benefits, I think, go out the door the minute you add mayonnaise. But I learned it when I was younger, about probably 30 years ago now. At a Mexican restaurant. You know how you can sit there and you can eat food and you can sit there and your brain sits there and goes, okay, I taste this and I taste this. And you start putting together how they made it. So, all right. Bye, Sandy. Have a good evening. Yeah, I'm not going to be on here much longer. I got about 2 minutes. Then I will have hit an hour and a half. So I'll probably by the 20th of next month, I'll probably have to be doing it right from YouTube instead of StreamYard. But yeah, I'm not going. Oh, I love Mexican food. Oh God, and I can make Spanish rice really, really well. And I don't know the amount. I'd go by smell. That when you get that right smell of chili powder and cumin, and you just know. So that's the way I was taught. Yeah, I won't be going live till probably next either Monday or Tuesday. Definitely Tuesday for sure. Monday depends on if I can keep the little ankle biters corralled somewhat with me at the Arboretum. So, and then Wednesday, and I'm hoping to get to the hill on Thursday. It should be dry instead of rainy. So I have to get going. But yeah, Wolfgang, go back to the beginning when we're done here. And I didn't realize until a couple seconds into it, I had to push the button. Oh, well, why don't I just play it here at the end? That's what I will do. Okay, so. Oh, that makes me hungry. Oh, that makes me hungry. All I've had today is a Jimmy Dean sausage, biscuit, egg thing. But I got 13 grams of protein and 10 grams of protein from my collagen. So it's not too bad. All right, guys. I'll play this again. Maybe I'll just play as an intro and an outro. I don't. If I can play it, I don't know. We'll find out. Video backgrounds? Huh. I have to look into that. Maybe now I can put my green screen up again. But all right, guys, I love you all. This is fun, and I can see why people want to constantly do this. I could but my body would be very, very mad at me. And it's fun. And my house would be very mad. So would my cat. They'd be like, "You're not cleaning my litter box." So, but yeah, I'll definitely be back next week, and I'd like to get my life slowed down so I've got videos of stuff from last year I need to put together as a premiere. So, all right. So we're gonna give this give this a try as I exit, and I love you all, and I will definitely see you Tuesday, hopefully Monday. All right, guys. Let's see if this works. Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, that worked. All right, guys. I will talk to you next week. Much love.